Hi everyone, welcome back. Today on my channel we're going to be making beef tips and gravy over some egg noodles. So that sounds like a good supper. Stay tuned and see how to make it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit the bell icon so you're notified of all the videos I upload. So let's get into making our beef tips and gravy over egg noodles. Okay, so the first thing I added was about 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil and a few onions, just a couple. We're going to cook those down till they're pretty translucent, very soft. And then we're going to add our stew meat in. I'm using the stew meat, and it's just like chunks you would, the butcher already does. Good for soups, good for stews, but we're going to use it to make our brown gravy and beef tips over our egg noodles. So then I'm going to add in my meat. I might cut a few of these in half. That one's pretty big. I don't think they need to be that big a chunk. So we're going to brown our meat on all sides. Probably should take about 3 to 5 minutes. Looks like we're almost there with all the sides being browned. I'm going to add 2 cups of beef broth. Oh no, that's not beef broth. Thought that was beef broth. And I'm just using a beef bouillon cube because I thought I had beef broth. It was vegetable beef soup. So we're not using that. But you can use 2 cups of beef broth or you can use 2 cups of water. Either one will work. I'm just adding a bouillon cube to mine. Then we're going to be adding some soy sauce. About 1/4 of a cup. And we're going to be using some Worcestershire sauce. Probably 2 tablespoons. A teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to not put as much, but it calls for a teaspoon. Some black pepper. A little salt. And then we're going to bring this to a boil. Then we will reduce it and cover it, and we're going to simmer it about 1.5 hours until the meat is tender. So it's almost boiling, so I'm going to get my lid. If I can find one that fits that pan, I'm not sure. We'll use that one. So I'm going to turn it down to a simmer, and we're going to let that go for about 1.5 hours. Hopefully our meat will be tender. And I'll meet you back here. Then we're going to, right before it's done, we will boil some of these egg noodles. That's what I call them. And make a little gravy mixture. Pour it over and serve it up. Okay, I've got my water on. I'm gonna add a little salt to the water. I'm just gonna cover it with a cookie sheet to get it to boiling for our noodles. And then I'm gonna bring you over here. We're gonna make our gravy. Okay, we're gonna take another cup of water. I'm not sure we need another cup, but it says another cup. I might only add, I don't know if I'll add any. I don't think I'll add any water, but I'm gonna add this brown gravy packet. Just right in there. Mix that up. It said to add one more cup of water, but I'm not going to. I don't know if you could hear me. I forgot to turn my microphone on. I apologize. So I poured one packet of brown gravy in here. I didn't add any more water. I'm going to see how this goes. If I end up needing it to thin out, I'll add more water, but I think I have enough, really. We're going to see what that does. And it should thicken up. I'm going to turn the temperature just up to a little bit past low and see if it'll thicken up for me. Right now it's kind of stuck on some of the meat, so I want to stir that around and get that to thickening up. And I have another packet of brown gravy mix also, so if this doesn't thicken up too much, I will either add some cornstarch or I'll add another packet of brown gravy, which I'll probably choose to add the brown gravy. But we're going to get that to thicken up. Okay, I see it's starting to bubble a little bit in here, and my water's bubbling, so we're going to get those in. I'm going to stir that a little bit so it gets them back to boiling. Probably should just put the whole bag in there. I sometimes just like to eat these after they're cooked with a little melted butter on them and salt and pepper, and they're delicious. So we're going to cook these up. Shouldn't take that long. Just cook them per the package directions, which it takes about 8 to 10 minutes. Move to where you can see both things going on. So it looks like this is thickening up a little bit. Not quite as much as I would like. So I'm going to be adding another packet. I'm going to let this come to a little bit more of a boil and see what we got, how thick it goes. So I'm adding in another packet of the brown gravy mix. Probably have to end up adding a little more liquid, but we'll see. Got two things going on here at once. Got to watch these don't boil over. Okay, I believe that's good. That's thickened up how I like it. Our noodles are done. Let's get them off. I'm going to drain them. We're going to put our beef tips and gravy. I'm going to take this. I never did use that extra cup of water. So I only used the 2 cups, so it did not need more than that. I'm gonna have to get me a spoon to get that out of there. I will for sure spill it if I try to do that. I think I will. So I'm going to transfer this into this bowl. Guess I'll sit that in there. Let me get all this good gravy out of here though. So we have our beef tips and gravy and our egg noodles. Now let's make us a little bowl and taste them. I have to go holler at my husband. He's out in the shed. So I'm going to do a little taste test first. There we go. Add a little extra pepper, of course. And let's taste. Okay, I'm going to toss it a little bit. Get me a piece of meat down there, sunk to the bottom. Meat, noodles, and gravy. Mmm. Wow. I really like that. Now, you can taste that little bit of tang with the soy sauce and the Worcestershire. And the gravy is really good. But if you cannot have a lot of salt, don't add any salt. This is perfect for me. But it's salt. And it's not too salty. But if you can't have salt, I would probably omit the soy sauce. I'm not sure if Worcestershire has salt in it or not, but or just cut it down to like a tablespoon of soy sauce because it adds some flavor to it. But it's really delicious. It's really nice. I'm enjoying it. So I hope you try this recipe. And I'll put down in the description box what I used. And you can tweak it to your needs. But I definitely will only be showing you I put 2 cups of the water, or you can use beef broth. It said 3 cups, but it would have been too soupy. This is more like a gravy, actually. So I hope you try this recipe. And until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.